Howdy. Before we get started, I'm going to wait just a minute. I got my iPad back here like usual, so I can try to keep track of, all the comments and everything. But if you're watching this after the live feed, I believe it only uploads in 720p since I'm doing a live feed. So just a heads up if you're watching this because of the bike itself. But it's sometimes kind of weird on when you're done and you leave it up. So just a heads up on that. But ideally, the entire point of today is, and what's going on, Trevor? But the entire point of today is we're going to get this bike down to its frame. I just kind of want to check out bearings. I want to do some measurements. I'm planning on doing this live feed for about an hour, give or take. Just really depends on how long it takes to get this down to the frame. So we'll see how it goes. As mentioned, I'll try to stay up on comments and things like that on the actual the iPad itself. So before I get started, any questions or anything like that you might have on this frame, make sure you put them down so I can check measurements and things like that. But other than that, I guess we're going to just start tearing this bad boy apart, and we'll just kind of see what happens. What's going on, Shed? I'm glad you caught one, bud. So, I don't know where to start. Pedals? We'll just start taking off the pedals. Maybe we'll just try to take off the drivetrain. Maybe we'll get some wheels. We'll take the front wheel off first. That'll be simple, right? Just get this bad boy off. But I got some pretty fun ideas over what to do with this bike. Oh, crud. I went just a little too much on my quick release. But I'm going to share at the end of this video what I'm doing with this bike. So definitely stay tuned and for the end, because we're going to give the bike away is what we're going to do with this. I'm going to give this bike away after I'm done building it up. I've been wanting to do a bike giveaway for a while, but I just did not have the idea of what to do. So I'm going to kind of share some ideas of what I'm thinking, because I would like this bike to be like a community project. So I'd like potentially for you guys to get involved with, not only picking parts, but even maybe potentially, supplying the parts if that's something you'd like to do. I'm not asking that you do that, because I'm totally fine with putting all my personal money into this. But if this is something you're interested in, potentially helping someone get a bike that needs one, this is going to be really cool. And I'm really excited for this. So this will be the Kent community bike build. And like I said, we're going to give it away. I don't know if we're going to raffle it, because I thought about maybe doing raffle tickets and $5 a ticket. And all the money I get for the tickets will go straight into the bike, and then we'll draw a number, and then whoever wins it, wins it. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of just something fun and cool to do with this bike in the giveaway form, because we are giving it away. But I'm just not sure how or what we're doing yet. Hey, what's going on, Zero Gravity? I'm going to catch up real quick. Wheels, crank, drivetrain. Okay. I know this has nothing to do with this, but I sold my Trek. Okay, well, hopefully you can find a new bike, man. All right, let's, I got the front wheel off. That's all we've gotten so far. We'll get the pedals off, and I guess we'll probably just go ahead and take the drivetrain off first. I like that idea. This. Oh, that's the wrong size. So we'll start there. So let me know what you think about this as a giveaway bike. As mentioned, I am giving it away. And the ideas that I'd like to do or like to hear over giving it away is, how should I give it away? I thought about maybe just holding a fun contest locally over at Griffin Bike Park, and, whether it be like a trick contest or something like that. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of doing raffle because it makes it a little more fair. But we have options. But this will be my first bike giveaway. I'm super excited. I definitely try to help you guys and do what I can when I can. That's why I like doing the giveaways. I really enjoy it. It's fun for me. So, all right, I got the bad boy pedals off. We'll probably, I don't think this chain has an actual master link, so we'll probably have to break it. All right, hollow crank, buckless air fork, and clutch derailleur. Oh, I've actually already ordered a clutch derailleur. So the Advent 9 clutch derailleur, it was $55. I made a short about it. I went ahead and just bought that so I can slap it on. So the drivetrain should stay the same back here. But yeah, I think IXF or JG Bike, something like that, I think that's going to be terrific for up front. So we'll definitely do something like that up front. Hey, what's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? So we'll go. And as mentioned, I don't think there's an actual master link. Maybe there is. I've never really looked for one. I doubt there is, so I'm trying not to break this chain. Oh, holy cow! That's a master link, guys. I Did not expect there to be a master link. That's hysterical. Well, sweet. That saves me a lot of heartache. Because the nice thing about the master link is... Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. There we go. Hiya! Sweet! Fun fact, bike has a master link. That makes me happy. And as mentioned, I did get this from the actual store. I picked this up. It was already built. So I didn't do too awful much to this myself. Check some grease and stuff like that, but nothing absolutely crazy by any means. So, we're going to throw all this stuff over here, I guess, as I kind of go. But we'll just slowly take this bad boy down to the frame. We'll get some measurements as we go. Any questions, comments, things like that, please feel free to put them down so I can get measurements and stuff like that if those are things you are interested in over this really cool budget bike. So, hey, what's going on, man? How you been, epic gaming hamster? Let's say, hey, Josh was busy for a bit. Oh, it's all good. It is what it is. So for those of you that are joining, I'll mention it again, just because it's kind of a interesting thing, but we're taking this bike down to the frame, and I'm going to be giving this bike away. So, got a couple different ideas of what to do and how to do that, but I don't need another hardtail in my stable, so I'd like to just bless somebody with it. So that's what we're going to go for. But we're going to take it down to the frame, just kind of get it built up pretty nice. So we'll, nice air fork up front. Going to leave the rear kind of the way it is. Sorry, 8mm for that bolt right there. And then we're going to use a crank extraction tool to pull off this wonderful square taper. So I always use a CCP 22. This is actually my second one of these. Fun fact, this little part right here is held on by an O-ring, and I lost this. No, was this my second one? Because you can actually buy these separate if you lose this, but there's a little O-ring on the tip of this, and that's what keeps that little thing on. That's what actually pushes the crank out. So, fun fact there. But if we can get through this video, getting the cranks off okay, then we'll be all right, because square tapered bottom brackets I always struggle with for some reason. They're either on too tight, so I'm always struggling trying to get these things off. So we'll see. The hardest part for me is typically the bottom bracket, so that one wasn't too bad to get off. But we'll get the other crank arm off, and it's the same thing as this. It's an 8mm bolt on the one side, and then you just pull the bad boy off. Pretty easy. Why did you choose the Kent over the 2? I'm not sure how to say that. What is it? Giordano? Isn't that like the pizza place? But Mike's doing the one, Run Bike Mike, and super good guy. He's doing some really cool build videos on that, so definitely check that out. No, so the Giordanos I think are a better deal for the money, but this is what was in stock locally, and I said it a couple times, but I just wanted to buy this bike locally. I wanted to make sure I could see it. I don't like returning stuff. I'm weird like that. I used to be in management. Fun fact over me, I used to manage GameStops. So I dealt with a lot of just people returning stuff and things like that. And I mean, I just hate it. So I didn't hate it when I worked there as part of the job, but I just don't want to cause anyone a hassle if I don't have to. So that's why I waited for this to be in stock so I could check it out before I bought it, because I wanted to make sure it was okay, because I don't know. I know it's part of the job and part of their job, and it's just something I don't have to cause any issues with people if I don't have to, or make their job more difficult, because sadly, when you work in public, it's just not fun all the time. And that is what it is. So right now we're going to be taking off the bottom bracket and all that fun stuff. And I mentioned a second ago, but for some reason, doing a bike teardown on a live feed's probably a terrible idea, because there's always silly stuff that comes up. But it is what it is, and we'll see if we can make this work. As at the end of this video, I'm hoping that this thing will be down to the frame. And I was wanting to weigh the frame and just kind of go from there and see what we're sitting on. But we'll see how it goes. I meant to look. I don't remember if the drive side's righty-tighty or righty-loosey. Someone in the comments let me know. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's righty-loosey on the non-drive and lefty-loosey on the drive. Someone might have to confirm that. We'll just see what happens. I typically just look at one of my bottom brackets that have the arrows. So if the shed's still here, I know you'll know. Let me know. All right, so far we got 2 cranks off. Making pretty good progress so far. Raffle. I like the idea of the raffle. What's up, John? I just used the master and tester on my 1-speed. That's awesome. I don't know why I didn't think this had a master link. If I would have just looked, I would have known, so it wouldn't have been a big deal, but I didn't pay that close attention, evidently. All right, now for the sucky part. We're going to go ahead and get this one out of the way because it's miserable. But hopefully, this won't be too terribly dumb and make me look like an idiot. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's lefty-loosey. See, it's always... Oh gosh, that's cracking up real bad. That's the nice thing about this, so we can tighten down a little bit more on the seat post. But we'll see how it goes. But I agree. I think personally, there goes my weight. I think the raffle would be the best and most fair. But as mentioned, we might come back to the bottom bracket. It's always such a headache trying to... These bottom brackets, man, sometimes the way they get them on is just obnoxious. I am stubborn, though. But I kind of figured I was going to have issues with the bottom bracket. Bottom brackets on these cheap bikes are just always not very fun. So, if you're looking at doing a bottom bracket change, just a heads up. But of course, as I mentioned, it was expected. Want to take the rear wheel off? Yeah. There we go. So we got a rear wheel, a front wheel, and for some of those that are wondering, this is a cassette, which I could take it off real quick so you can see that, since we're doing stuff with this anyhow. But again, stock. We'll get this cassette off real quick. I love this little chain whip tool. I can't recommend it because it is just a little expensive. Oh crap, should probably take the QR out. But it makes it a lot easier. Chain whips always seem to slip off for me and they just kind of annoy me. Alright, what'd you say, John? These entry-level bikes are so much nicer than the ones I started. See, I just got into biking about 4 years ago now, give or take. But even just in the short amount of time that I've been doing builds and stuff, it's pretty crazy and how much they've actually have changed even just for me. So, all right, we're really just taking this off to show that it is a cassette. Well, the nice thing about this is once you break it, not too hard, but your 9-speed Advent goes up to a 42 tooth. So pretty nice. Not bad. Like I said, I've done a couple rides on this. I have my one video write up of me riding this, and I did it on my local trails. And honestly, it did pretty good. I was pretty impressed with it. I took that off and greased it when I first checked it out. So, but there you go. You can see. Cassette. Which makes this really nice to upgrade. But honestly, I mentioned in the video, 42 tooth rear isn't that terrible for climbs. It's really not. If you got some pretty steep climbs, you'll probably struggle a little bit. But you can change your front ring if you upgrade your crankset. So if you upgrade your crankset, just change your ring up front to a different size if you want it to be a little harder, a little bit easier. So that's up to you on what you do or don't do. But you got options, so that's nice. Look, I'm so disappointed. Gonna have to take off my really nice purple crank. So to start taking jazz off. This is like, I feel like building a bike, it's like Legos. It takes forever to build a bike, but taking one apart really isn't that bad. You don't got to tweak anything and make sure stuff's working perfectly. You just kind of do it. You just go. Got a trash can back here. Yeah. Got to probably pull up my 5-gallon bucket right here. So, if anyone who's joining has not caught part of what is going on, we're taking this down to the frame. We're going to be raffling. I think that's what we're set on. We're going to be raffling this bike off after the build. So I'm not sure how we're going to get rid of the raffle tickets. Originally, my thought process was for raffle tickets, they'll be $5 a piece. Every ticket you buy for the $5 they'll go towards the bike itself. So we'll have to figure that out for sure down the road, what we decide to do or don't decide to do. But at least that way, you're kind of, you kind of got a little bit of a, involvement in the project. So, and I was mentioning, if potentially you want to donate parts to the build that way instead. So whoever ends up winning the bike gets a pretty sweet bike in the sense of, just a stock bike or an upgrade, or someone who's not ever been into mountain biking and wants to get into mountain biking. So I think that's pretty cool though. But it'll be a really nice beginner, budget-friendly mountain bike. So, but we'll do all the basic stuff. We'll do an air fork. We'll do hydraulic brakes. I mentioned I'll probably keep the Advent the way it is, just because honestly it works fine in my opinion for what it is. I don't see a reason to change the 9-speed, but I did buy the clutch derailleur for this, so this derailleur will be going bye-bye once that bad boy comes in. So we do have that, which is really nice for anyone who's wondering. But here's the problem: I take tools off my wall and I don't remember where I had them originally, and that's going to drive me batty. Nope, that wasn't right. Oh no. Oh no. I'll have to watch the video later and remember where stuff went. I think that's right. Okay, cool. I think that's a 5. Uh-oh, misplacing tools already. We just started. Hang on, what do we got? Was anything greased at all straight from the factory? Chris, no. Some things were, yes, but it wasn't super amazing. I had to grease a couple things. Like I greased the headset. I took the cassette off and I greased the cassette. So some things like that. Nothing super crazy. You can get a new derailleur hanger for this, which is nice. So probably just have to take it off and check it out. But there were quite a few things I had to grease myself. So there's the original Advent derailleur, non-clutch. Got that bad boy off. Whoop. You're just gonna start taking stuff off, I guess. The cool thing about this bike is, and I can get a little bit closer of it, but the internal cable routing down here on the bottom is actually pretty easy to route, because right here, it's just pretty much a big open hole. So you'll want to feed your cables through the top, and as you feed them through the top, you can just kind of pop them out there at the bottom. Typically, I use something similar to this to get out, just like a little pick, just to kind of help get it out. Sometimes you get lucky and just poke it through, but it just depends on what you're doing. Geez, thank you. You can get it a hanger for it. Yep, you sure can. So, oh goodness, where are we at? Nope, that's not right. So, we're going to, I guess we're just doing the taking off the back end first. We'll start with that, and I am wanting to get cups and everything out in the headset, so we'll be banging those out. So we'll see how that goes itself in the sense of trying to get them out. I don't think it'll be too terribly hard. Trying to get my stuff back in order real quick while I'm talking. I got a trash can now. Yeah, I missed one. I did notice when I was trying to adjust these brake cables, this one back here, trying to tighten and untighten and stuff with the, and even right here, it's like really hard. But it's kind of a nightmare to adjust it a little bit when the actual tire is on with the rotor. So just a heads up on that. But it was pretty hard to adjust. Just a heads up, I'm probably going to get sweaty. It's pretty hot in here. I might need to invest in an air conditioner in here, as I do a lot of work in here. I got a heater for the winter time because it gets pretty cold here in Illinois in the winter time. Not crazy cold, like my buddy Fractured, who lives in Finland. Their winter's like half their year. But Fractured Rider, super good dude, and he actually does YouTube videos as well. Check him out. Good buddy of mine. This one is a 29er, John. So this model's a 29er. But, of course, I know Wolf Tick turned it into a mullet. A couple people's already told me to turn it into a mullet, which my Specialized is a mullet, and I really like mullet builds. But I don't see a reason to make this a mullet, especially if we're going to give it away. Some people don't like mullets, so I don't want them to win something that they're not going to like. So we'll just keep it the way it is, which is a 29er. So that's the game plan there. Oof. Well, I guess we're just going to start taking off handlebars and stuff. I did notice whenever I was riding this the other day, I pulled a silly mistake and did not have my right clamps tightened all the way like I should have. And since I did that, the grips were slipping on me a little bit during my ride, which is what it is. We are getting new grips. This bar plug is kind of being stubborn. Use some pliers, pull this bad boy off. Yeah. It's okay if we break it. As mentioned, we're getting, there we go, new grips and everything. Positive note, these are lock-on grips, which are actually pretty stinking nice. They feel pretty good. I will say the shape is a little wonky. Like, it's not super ergonomic. But, you know, it's like, at what point do you say, you know, oh, it's only a $400 bike, so it's okay that they skimped on this. Oh, it's only a $400 bike, so it's okay that, you know, I feel like I'm really bad about giving budget bike passes because I understand, like, what you can get at double the price, you know, or at quadruple the price, for instance. But, you know, my very first bike was a GT Aggressor Pro, so I know what, you know, a decently budget bike will get you in that price range. And when I bought my bike, my GT Aggressor, it was only $300 shipped, whereas now they're like $600. It's wild how much that bike's gone up in price, because that's not a $600 bike. Now, a $300 bike, I think it's terrific at that price. You know, and a lot of people seem to be pretty bent over like, if it's a tapered head tube or not. You don't need a tapered head tube. You can buy forks with straight steers. It's not a big deal. Now, tapered head tubes are nice. I'm not knocking tapers. All my bikes have tapers. So, you know, that's something to be said there. But just because a budget bike doesn't have a tapered doesn't mean it sucks. Or saying a budget bike does have a tapered doesn't instantly make it amazing as well, you know? You got a bike like the Ardor, for instance, the Mongoose Ardor, which is a bike I'm very interested in, but I just never pulled the trigger on. And it's a tapered head tube, and honestly, for a build-up bike, it's not bad at all. And a lot of people throw like a 140mm fork on it and turn it into a hardcore hardtail, which is mental in my opinion, but they seem to have very good luck with it, and it seems to work. So, you know, if they enjoy it and that's what they want to do, by all means. I run a 140mm fork on my NS Eccentric, and I absolutely love riding my hardtail. I will take my hardtail over my Specialized pretty much anywhere around here for sure. Especially because the Specialized is more of a, it's almost upper end trail, lower end enduro bike. And that's why I got it. I got it so whenever I go to like more downhill places. Because I thought the Vitus, which some of you know, some of you don't know, I don't have my Vitus Mythique anymore. It was just, for the travel the Mythique was, I had no reason to ride that over my NS Eccentric, so I didn't see a reason to keep it. So I sold it to someone for a pretty good deal. But nothing too crazy there. So anyone, I know I'm sorry for everyone who's been here for a little bit and hasn't just joined, but I like to just keep up with everyone since this is a live feed. But we're just trying to get this nice Kent down to the frame, just kind of get a good look at it. We're going to weigh it and that kind of stuff. And when everything is said and done, we are actually going to raffle this bike off. We're going to give it away. The tickets and how to buy them is still up for debate on what we're going to do. Because it could be something, maybe we'll just do like an eBay auction. I don't know. I'm afraid though someone might just be like, hey, I didn't win the bike, so I want my money back. So that'd be really crappy. And, you know, the last thing I want to do is have to deal with that. But hopefully, you know, a lot of people aren't like that, ideally. But sadly, in this day and age, you just never know. Some people see raffle or free bike, and you know, I've never met them, or you know, they never watched the channel at all before in my entire life, or in their entire life. So these are the brake levers. They're Pro Maxes that are on this bike. They're pretty lackluster. That was one of my biggest complaints on my bike ride. Was actually here. Check that out. There's some grease on that. I didn't put that on there, so... Oh, it's on the inside of the threaded barrel here. Here, we'll take it out. But, yeah, it was actually greased, so that's kind of nice. Probably comes like that from the factory. I'm sure whoever built this up at Kent location, or wherever they did it, I'm sure they didn't do that. This should be able to slide right out. Yeah, I already had this unhooked. There we go. Here's your Advent shifter for a little bit of a close-up on that. So it's got says the item, the product number, the M819R. But honestly, shifting this, it feels pretty good. It doesn't, oh gosh, just throw it. It doesn't feel, like some shifters feel like spongy or not good at all, but I really like the clicks on this. It feels nice. It doesn't have the nice pads like the Advent X does, which is kind of like a gripper, like a grippy pad, so your finger doesn't slip off and whatnot. But a lot of people just put like little pieces of grip tape, like skateboard grip tape on there to keep their fingers from slipping off. So that's something to keep in mind if that's what you want to do. So not too bad there. Pretty good options. We're just gonna let that flinger around. So we're probably just gonna cheat and leave that whole little brake thing assembly together on the fork because I don't see a reason to take it off. We can do some sweet bar spins now with it. All right, let's yank this out. Whoop. I would always recommend keeping these cables. Oh, you know what I just realized? Going to hydraulic, I'm gonna have to drill these things out. Which is fine. I've drilled them out before. Just gotta make sure you don't make it sharp. Then it'll cut your new hydraulic cables. Kinda defeats the purpose. Oh, we'll go backwards. We'll mix it up this time. Yeah! There we go. But yeah, a lot of times I'll buy cables that match the colors, or like the color scheme cables. So I'll keep these to measure, just makes it easier. Which they're pretty close, but I would route these a little differently. Or even get to the point to where you like drill this hole out up here to make it bigger, because the dropper post remote, for instance, you only have one of each. So, well, we'll just go wireless shifting. We'll just throw an axis on this. How about that? It's only like $200 more than the actual bike cost itself. Getting somewhere. We're actually, this isn't going to take nearly as long as I thought it was going to. We'll see what happens. All right, let's keep on chugging. All right. Uh-oh. I'm really bad at this Allen key game, evidently. Good grief. I feel so good and confident about it when I grab it, and then I grab it and it's not the right size. We'll stretch this one out. We'll take this off and the handlebars off separately, because why not? My watch is going off. I ain't got time for that. I guess it's been 30 minutes already almost. All right, while I'm getting these parts off, is there anything you want to know weight-wise? Like I can take the tires off the actual rim and stuff and measure and weigh the rims and whatnot if you want to know the weights of the rims. I can weigh the fork. So if we want to weigh the fork, I will take the brake and stuff off. So, but I'm not going to do that if it's not in the comments. So if you want something weighed or measured, please let me know so I can do that real quick. I'm going to measure the head cups and that kind of stuff, just because that's kind of stuff that's important to people, especially if you're wanting to upgrade to the Jessica headset or something like that. Because again, a lot of people are going to upgrade the fork on this bike, and it's absolutely silly to upgrade the fork and not change the actual headset, since all that's going to be disassembled anyhow. So, just some basic bars, nothing crazy, a little bit of a rise, but change these out for like a decent Spank set or JG bike set or something like that. So nothing crazy there, but pretty nice handlebars, decent nice stem too. And the cool thing about the stem is it's pretty short. So unless you're just wanting to, I don't know, change the stem for color reasons or purposes, or if you do need to get a little bit of a longer one for size or fit. I know I mentioned it in my video, but this bike is about the perfect size for me. Whenever I buy bikes, I typically buy mediums. I can fit a large, but I just like the fit and feel of mediums better. I like a little bit smaller bike. I just feel like they're more playful and fun to ride. I will say this bike is on the larger side, in my opinion, over like medium compared to large. Someone asked me, if you just measure the full top tube, it's right at 21.5. So that's interesting. Weigh, rims, and seat posts, please. I can absolutely do that. Those are anvils, not forks. Oh, sorry guys, I just got into this. I haven't been reading comments. We should take bets over how much this fork weighs. Let's do that. Okay. This is fun. I love doing stuff like this. $20 Amazon gift card. This is the prize, and I'll give it to you after this, so make sure you give me your email. But whoever can guess the weight of the fork and be closest wins. So I'll take everything off the fork itself, but you're gonna have to get like 5 point something pounds. We're gonna do it in pounds. So or 4 pounds or 6 pounds or 8 pounds or whatever you think it is. So this will be a fun one for a $20 Amazon gift card. Because why not? So make sure you put your guesses down below, and I'll go through, but wait here in just a second. So all right, we got John, and we're gonna play Price is Right rules. So if you're over, you can't win. So, but I don't know. We can't have multiple ones though. So if anyone guesses 1, you automatically can't win. Because I think that's shady. Hey, what's up, Shuey? Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Hang on. Compared to a Talon, Marlin, and similar frames. Okay, that's fair. Fork weight. We'll weigh the fork. Those are handfuls. It says weigh rim and seat post. So I'll do that. We'll have to do the seat post last, and I'll be sure to take the saddle off for you so I can see what the seat post is. I've also not cut the length of the seat post, so you'll know how long the actual seat post is. So that'll be something good if you're interested in how long this is. For me to ride this, I have to have this thing extended, probably like 180 to 200 millimeters. It's a pretty substantial amount that I have to have it up to be able to get it to the proper pedaling height for myself. So just a heads up on that. We got 3 guesses so far. Well, 4 guesses. Oh, so we have, all right, John said 6.2 first. We have 6.2, 6.25, 6.2. So we have a lot of 6.2s and 0.25s. So we'll have to figure that out when we get to it. Maybe someone has already weighed this fork so they know what it is. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll have to see how that goes here in a minute. All right. So actually, before that'll be bigger. Before I take that top off, we'll go and get this brake off real quick. And I am going to take the caliper mount off as well. So we'll get this taken care of. I need to do a live feed where I don't give something away here soon. Maybe just do a live feed because I like you guys. Well, I like you guys, so that's why I do live feeds. But as you notice, I didn't upload a video today as well. I was kind of counting this as my video today. But some of you probably saw that I posted that I was going live yesterday, but I put it on for a day because I wanted to make sure anyone who wanted to see this had plenty of time to know that I was going live. So hopefully you guys didn't mind that notification. I was also at work yesterday, so I actually just got off a 48-hour shift, and I go into a 48-hour shift again tomorrow. Ugh, it is okay. It's my life. Life of a firefighter. It happens. We're short-staffed. It is what it is. We're going to go 2.5. That's my guess for up front. Lucky? Oh, that's a 3 for sure. All right. We're getting close, guys. I am going to put this little clip back on because that would be part of the fork itself. We don't like that brake anyhow, right? I'm excited to pop out this headset and stuff because I'm really interested to get a good look at that. All right. You got any more guesses? Weigh wheels. Okay, we'll do both with the wheels on and then off. Budget upgrades are full send on this one, chicken. Shuby, welcome. Sorry, I've not said this. So we're actually going to be raffling this bike off to someone. Someone's going to win this bike. I'm not keeping it. We're going to probably I think we're going to do raffle tickets. They're going to be like $5 a ticket for an entry. I don't know if I'm going to limit 1 per person or something like that. But all the money from the raffle tickets themselves are actually going to go into this bike. So however much money we get from the raffle is what we're going to put into this bike. If you are interested in donating parts to the bike, then feel free to do that as well. If you just want to do it for someone, if you want someone to get a nice beginner-friendly, bike that's going to last them a while on the trails. So that way, because this is honestly it's a pretty nice bike for the price. What is going on? Here it is. I'm just grabbing Allen keys that aren't the right size. All right. This fork's going to fall out. I got to pay attention. So that's what we're doing with this one, Shuby. We're going to end up raffling this away. I've been wanting to do a bike giveaway for a while. I just haven't found the bike to do it. And I bought this bike, and I was really excited about this bike. At first, I really wasn't, but now that I've ridden it, it's a nice bike. Oh, you know what? The steerer tube is going to kind of mess up the weight a little bit too, isn't it? Oh gosh, all these spacers. Look at that. Look how big that one is. Is that a 10 millimeter spacer? That thing's huge. This is heavy. I'm not even going to try to take off that crown race. Trying to take these crown race off are ridiculous. Look at that. It's like a ½ inch of steel for the crown race. Wild. This thing's heavy. All right, we're going to do the giveaway. I'm going to wait just a second before we do this, but I'm not going to wait super long because I don't want to. And I don't feel like we need to. We're going to let this go to 0. All right, it's in pounds. Let me go back through and see if anyone else guessed. All right, Chris, here, hang on. Let me show you the headset bearing. Or the bottom. So this is the bottom one. It's hard to see, but there is actually a decent amount of grease on this. They did a pretty good job on that. We'll check let me check the top one too real quick. These are easy just to pop. But yeah, these are actually greased pretty good. And I got mine later than a lot of people did who bought them when they were out originally. So my chain was routed correctly. Yeah, these are greased pretty good. And the grease feels nice. Huh. That's one thing I did not check whenever I was originally doing this. I did not check the grease of the headset. So, what do we got? Make sure. All right, so you got 4 guesses. Lock in your answers if you want to guess the weight of the fork. We got a few. All right, let's put this bad boy. This thing is a tank. All right. We got, it's going to be kind of hard to see, 6.48. So we'll, in case anyone's interested in the other ones, 103.7 ounces. We got 2.940 kilograms, 6.48. I don't think anyone went over. Let's see who won. We're going to have to guess. So we had, technically 6.25 would be closer than 6.20. So I guess Taylor? Jeremy Taylor technically wins. So, Jeremy Taylor, put your email down real quick for me, because after the live feed, I'll go into my house and get a $20 digital Amazon gift card and email it to you. So that way you can just buy whatever you want to buy. So yeah, Jeremy, real quick, in the comments, write down your email for me, okay? So if you don't want to write them down here, hang on one second, Jeremy, if you don't want to write them down, okay? Okay, here's mine, Jeremy. So it's jpwalling@live.com. You can just email me your email address. Just say, this is Jeremy Taylor, I won the giveaway, and then I can send it to you that way, because you may not want to put your email on there. So, I should probably make a Chicken Cindy's email at some point in time. Yeah, 6.5 pounds, guys, if we round it up. This is, you know, let's do this. This will be fun. So, okay, 29er fork, right? Let me grab this. I believe this was off my Bud Schwinn bike, the Alcomp. Yeah, here we go. So this is a 27.5 Alcomp fork. Let's see. So that's 6.48. So this one is, oh, this one's 5.7. But it's also quite a bit, it's not nearly as beefy stanchion-wise and stuff. So, man, you know what I will say though? This fork performed way better than I thought it was going to. I was pretty impressed with it. All right, let's go down one more since we're on this rabbit trail. Tapered Manitou Marcor 27.5 fork. And this is an air fork. And I can already tell this is like half the weight. Good grief. This is pretty significant difference. All right, this one weighs 3.65. So, nice air fork, sheds almost 3 pounds. So, that's pretty cool. I'm going to use this on something again eventually, but I don't know what. I'm just kind of keeping on to it. All right. So that was kind of fun. So just a couple different weights, I guess, over forks. Let me look at this real quick to make sure we're still in frame. I'm gonna move it just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now let's get, got the stem. I have so many Allen keys just up there chilling now. Anyone wants to see this one? It's just no name, pretty nice stem. Well, it's got a little bit of rise on it. If you look at it, it's flush on the bottom. It kind of goes up just a smidge. So that's kind of interesting. All right. Where's my hammer bang bang? There's my hammer bang bang. Ha. So this is my headset removal tool that I use. Sometimes I have to like spin these out more or less to make them fit what I need them to fit. So we'll throw this in there. Loud noise warning coming up. I'm getting ready to beat the crap out of this. So just a heads up. That's how we do it. So, pretty basic, cheap cup right there. But again, you can see the grease on there. It is greased pretty nice. So that's definitely more betterly greased than I expected. So that's fun. I don't think that's the proper terminology. More better greased. More betterly. I went to a really Southern Illinois school, so my grammar is just terrible. I just went from 100 stem to 60. I really liked it. Yeah, it's pretty impressive what switching just a stem will do for your riding experience. And again, contact points are... Oh, warning, loud noise again, sorry. Got it. Contact points are always something I recommend spending money on. Contact points are something you can switch from bike to bike. Contact points are something that is 100% preference. So if you find something contact point wise that you like, then you should buy that. So that's the headset cup there. Again, you can see the grease in there. It's lightly greased. I think it's greased just enough to be fine. So I'm glad that looks the way it did, because I've heard some pretty bad stories of people having not such good luck with that. So this might be a good opportunity, because this bottom bracket is going to give me some big issues. So we're going to see if we can remove that bad boy. So in case some people might be wondering, let's measure this. Hey, Jeremy! I got your email, Jeremy. Hang on, I'm looking at my iPad like you're there. I got your email, bud, thanks. So in case anybody is wondering over this one, we got, does that say 30 point? My battery died on it, so I'm trying to read it manually. Looks like it's 30.5. Right at. So there you go for that if you're interested in your clamp. So probably a 30.4. Actually, here, let's do this. Check this out. I got all kinds of fun goodies in here. So what size is this one? Well, that says 29.8. That won't fit. 31.8. Maybe the 29.8 will fit. Probably not. That's probably for 27.2. That's not even close. That's not even close for it as well for 31.8. I may not have one big enough to fit it, because I don't think that one has a size. So this one says 35. Yeah, you'll have to buy a 35mm seat clamp. So there you go. So if you're wanting to get a new seat post clamp, it's going to be really hard to see because it's black on black. But that's 35. So 35 fits it. Wild. Okay. Someone wanted me to weigh this, so we'll weigh that here in just a second. We'll take the seat post off. But as mentioned, I have not cut or anything to that, so do this way. Actually, let me wrap it. Nah. That'll be fine. Yeah. this Park Tool stand. I know Wolfpick just got one not too long ago. I've had this one for probably 2 or 3 years. I absolutely love this thing. It's epic. I'll try not to... Don't yell at me for doing this. All right. You got the ridiculously, oddly sized seat post because they wanted to be different. Who knows why they did it. At the end of the day, it's their bike and they can do whatever they want to do with it. So, that's how I feel about that. I think the easiest way for anybody to get an actual dropper post on this is just buy a 27.2 dropper post and buy a shim to the correct size. The only problem with that is 27.2 dropper posts only come, and the longest that I found is 120, I believe. 120 or 125. And that is, for me, honestly not nearly long enough for this bike, in my opinion, for what it is. I need like a 150 to 170 on it for the amount that I have to raise it, the seat post. All right, who wanted me to weigh this? All right, we're gonna weigh this real quick. Someone want me to weigh this? What do we got? Throw it in the hook. 0.77. 0.77 pounds. 12.3 ounces. 0.35 kilograms. So that's in its full length. Does it say what its length is? No. 30.4. You barely see it printed on this to let you know the size of it. So the question is, it's a 30.4, right? So with a 30.4 diameter seat post, it's pretty stinking close to a 39, which really nice. There are some really nice droppers in the 30.9 range. I'm gonna switch it to this. So, saying that, I've seen some posts on Facebook of people actually like reaming into this to make it fit that size. I'm gonna try something which is probably really dumb here in a second. It's not gonna fit, but let's measure it. Because I know that's the seat post itself. So I'm guessing this will be 34 as well, right? It'd have to be. Measured about 35. 30.5. I should have, I'll weigh these in just a second. I should have, which in my box. Let me check here first. Sometimes they're in my drawers. There we go. New proof seat post. 31.6. So I'm looking for a 39. What do we got here? Ha-ha! So here's a 39. What we got? What's up, Chris? Hey, what's up, Forever? But I vetoed it. So, what's up, Take Nation? It's good to see you guys. I'm really, so we're going to be raffling this bike off. So I really don't want to destroy the integrity of a bike that I'm going to be giving away. So I'm probably not gonna, but yeah, it won't go in. I mean, I knew it was kind of dumb to try, but I wanted to try it real quick. So I've seen people ream these. I've heard people reaming them, and they seem to have had pretty good luck with it. So I don't know. I'm pretty torn on that aspect of it, but I can't make up my mind what I do really think about doing that or not doing that. Yeah, if I was keeping the bike, I would totally ream it. It only needs a couple millimeters, and I think it wouldn't really lose anything. Stability-wise, I think it'd be okay. But that's definitely sketchy, and I don't recommend it. Come on, Wolfman would be great. Hey, what's up, Roman? So, we're almost done. This thing is going to give me a freaking headache. I really want to get it off on live feed. So we might just struggle and see what happens and try to get it. Actually, while we're doing this, let me measure the headset cups while I'm thinking about it. So anyone who is joining right now, I've kind of been sharing a little bit as we go. Top is 44, bottom's probably 55. Yep, 55. New headset size, 44, 55. That's what I measured. So, fun fact, we're good there. Okay, catching people up real quick. Sorry, train of thought is kapooey. As mentioned, I just got a 48-hour shift this morning, so please forgive me and my mind of, like, wandering. But the game plan with this bike is we're giving it away. The options here are, I'm thinking we're going to do raffle tickets. So I'm thinking like $5 a raffle ticket. Every penny that goes toward the raffle tickets will go back into this bike. So however much money we get from raffle tickets is how much this bike will be worth. So if we get $500 worth of raffle tickets, it's going to be a pretty sweet bike. You know, if we only get a couple hundred, we'll probably throw a decent fork on there and stuff like that. But we're going to have fun. We're going to build it up. And we're just going to see what happens. And we're going to raffle it off. You know, we got to be careful with the raffle because like shipping and stuff like that is going to get a little flippy floppy. So we'll see what we're going to do for sure in the sense of like raffling it off and things like that. But I am not keeping this bike. We will be giving this bike away. So, but if you have a better idea than raffle tickets and doing that, we would have a messed up half-done frame. Hang on, I'm sorry. Trying to catch up. Oh, good grief. I haven't got a chance to watch your guys' video today. I'll have to watch that later. I saw it. I was reading the comments though for a second. It seems like you guys did a real good job on explaining how to do it. I actually reached out to JG Bike. They sent me a couple hubs not too long ago, and I asked them to give me some parts for this build for the raffle, so we'll see if they do that. I hope they do. That'd be awesome. But if they don't, I don't blame them. It's product, and they need to make money and stay open in business. So, you know, you can't be upset for them for trying to sell stuff and do what they need to do. Give me just a second, guys, while I'm off camera. All right. So, let's do this. This is going to suck. Hey, Forever, did you ever get that stem, bud? I know it got sent to Texas for you. All right, let's try this again. Ugh. This is the worst part of any bike. Whenever it's a square taper. You know, Wolftick, we were just talking about you a second ago because I was talking about how you guys just got this bike stand not too long ago. And I love this thing. So I hope you guys are liking yours so far. Maybe we'll try going down with it. Pulling towards me? I don't know. That's the problem though. I'm trying to hold weight and keep the bike stand. Oh gosh, this is so dumb. It's the worst part of any budget bike, trying to get these things off. Let's see. Hopefully we get this off. I'm not going to try for super long. That was awesome. I've always had pretty good look using this. But the problem with using two pieces like this is it just slips against each other. Oh, you know what? Oh, goodness. Hey, guys. Righty Lucy on the drive side. That was silly. I knew better. Well, we mentioned it in the beginning of the video. I didn't remember, so. There we go. It's really easy to get the bottom bracket out when you do it the right way, everybody. Oh, man. Learning with Josh. This is good stuff. But, yeah, I've had this. Yeah, I've had my bike stand for about 2 years, so absolutely love it. They forget it, but oh, no worries. As long as it's there and safe, that's all I care about. I just want to make sure you can get it. Now this side, yeah, that's the nice thing. Whenever you get the one side out, the pressure's off, you can just, whenever it's a square taper, you can just take it out like this, and it just comes right out. This is bone dry. So, fun fact there. But it is sealed bearings, so that's nice. Actually, let's do this. Let's investigate. All right. We'll see if we can do this. Typically, there we go. Yeah. I don't see any grease in that. Unless it's clear grease. No, there is some grease. There's hardly any in there. But with it being sealed, it'd be alright. But I mean, it may not be a bad idea to pull off the cover and put a little grease in there, a little bit more. It won't hurt. So, fun fact there. Figured if we're going to have it off, we might as well try it. Guys, we're down to the frame! That means we can weigh it! Alright, let's do another $20 giveaway for Amazon gift card. Jeremy Taylor, you can't enter this one again, because you just won a $20 gift card. Alright, so, whoever can guess the closest to the weight of the frame, without going over, Price is Right rules, wins a $20 gift card. Yeah! Giveaways are fun! Bah! So, what do you think? I don't know. I'm going to get off the frame real quick. And I'll show it here in just a second. Oh, hang on, I'll read some comments while you guys are entering. Put in the comments your guess for the weight of the frame. The bike stand's great. Thanks for all you... Yeah, for sure, Shuby. We just covered that in today's episode. All right, let's do this. $20 gift card. Whoever gets the closest, we're going to wait just a couple minutes to let you guys get guesses put in. Ooh. Oh, that's not bad. That feels pretty good. Oh, goodness gracious. So what we got? Just kind of checking it out real quick. You know, when we cut this off, we'll lose some weight. Overall, this is honestly a pretty sharp frame. I do think this looks really good. We'll give it a real quick rub down. Actually, we'll do this here. We'll set this down. All right, put your answers. Lock them in for how much this bike frame weighs for a chance to win a $20 gift card to Amazon. Because we like giving stuff away. Because why not? This is just alcohol. Trying to get some of this grease off my hands since I'm handling the frame and jazz. Got any guesses yet? Oh, there we go. Now they're rolling in. Ooh, Elmer with the 2.9. Hey, now hang on, Wolftick, have you guys already weighed it? I don't remember. No, you guys haven't had it to the frame yet, so I don't think you've weighed it yet, so. All right, we'll give it just a couple more minutes. Wipe this bad boy down. And I'll show it here in just a second. There's nothing on it or in it. Yeah, I didn't realize it said, look at that. It says Kent on the inside. That's pretty cool. We'll get this dirt and dust off. I'm sure that's adding like, half an ounce. I hate wearing my glasses. I usually wear contacts, but man, that chipped really, really good on that first bike ride. Is that in frame? I don't even know. You can see those dings. Gosh, that's wild looking. Yeah, so absolutely zero grease on the bottom bracket. Headset was greased really not bad at all. Guys, this frame honestly is pretty stinking sharp. Like, that's a good looking frame. Like, it does not feel very, you know what? it's lighter than the fork. It's definitely lighter than the fork it comes with. This is a weapon in all 50 states is what this is. This has been single-handedly, it's Professor Plum did it in the library with the Suntour XCM30. And he just absolutely annihilated the other person. Like, brain trauma and all. Well, I guess if it's Clue, he got killed. But, alright, where we got our guesses? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop getting guesses. Let's hang this bad boy up and see what the weight is. And this is for another $20 gift card. So this will be the second one we're giving away today. Because I got paid today and I'm feeling giddy. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. My guess is it's pretty light. I'm going to go with like 4.16. That's my guess. 4.1. I can't win the gift card though. But 4.16 is my guess. Ooh, a little bit more. All right, hang on. Let me look and see before I give the answer. All right. 5.3. Oh, you're close. So, the winner, Shuby! Shuby wins with What was it? What was your guess? Hang on. Where'd you go, Shuby? 4.45. The weight is 4.76. And we're playing Price is Right rules, so you couldn't go over. There you go. 76.2. 2.16. Woo! Shuby! Shuby, is this the first time you've won something? I don't remember. Well, hang on. I gotta make sure I put this where you guys can still see me and see it and stuff. I apologize. There's a mess going on over here in the right side because that's literally where we've been. You know, here I'll show you. So we're like putting all the bike parts. Just kind of throwing everything up there. All right. So Jeremy Taylor gets a $20 gift card. Shuby gets a $20 gift card. Shuby. Hang on. All right, Shuby. My email is right there in the video. Please email me with your email, or just email me telling me, hey, this is Shuby. I think you won something before, haven't you, Shuby? I don't remember. I don't know if you have or haven't. If you have, it's been a little bit. So, I'm going to sit down for a minute and we're going to talk. Shuby, what'd you win originally from me? Oh gosh, that's so much shorter than I thought it was. I said, you were so close to winning again forever. All right, so we're going to be ending the live feed here in just a minute. Is there anything that I did not measure or weigh before I get off that you want measured or weighed? That's the biggest one. So we got Taylor, Jeremy Taylor, you're getting a $20 gift card after this. Shuby, you're getting a $20. So it is your first time winning. Congrats, Shuby. I'm stoked for you, man. So you get the $20 Amazon gift card. Just email me, Shuby, and I will email you the $20 gift card. Congratulations, man. Spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. If you do buy something bike-related, let me know what you bought, because I like to know that. The last person who won my last live feed, he got a $50 Amazon gift card, and actually that day had just broken his chain, so he bought a nice chain for his bike, which was pretty cool. So, as mentioned a couple times now, we're going to give this bike away in a raffle. Somehow, raffle, giveaway, something like that, but we are going to build it up before we do that. So, I'm excited to do that. I'm excited that I can do that. So we'll work out the details later, but we got this bike down to the frame. So if you're watching this after the live feed, please comment down below on the live feed upload on what you would like me to see to this. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I didn't weigh the, I told some people, yep. Sorry, Jeremy, give me a second, bud. I just remembered that. Okay. All parts rear wheel besides cassette. Let's get these weights out of the way. Oof! Oh, this is a heavy baby. It's shaking a little bit. Let me stop it. What we got? There we go. So 5.7 pounds. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Get it. Let me aim this up a little bit. Sorry. So we got. Oh, kick the camera. So full 5.7 pounds, 91.1 ounces, 2.585 kilograms. So that's the front wheel. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the rear wheel. Front wheel. Let me reset. So, front wheel. Oh, gosh, if I get it locked on. Weighs. We got 6.54. So, 6.54 pounds for the front wheel. We got 104.6 ounces. 2.965 kilograms. Let's see how fast we can make this tire go naked. We'll leave the, I'll probably leave the rotor on, because that might just take a minute too long. Oh, let me go back to this. Oh, see you forever, man. You have a good day at work, bud. We'll let this out right quick. Go get that jujitsu, man. Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing, man? What time is it there in Texas? Are you 3 hours behind me? Was it 4 o'clock there? Is it about 4 o'clock there? Alex, you literally just missed a giveaway. Like, legit just missed a giveaway. What's up, family first? Oh, wait, you're on the same time as me, Alex? I thought for sure you were a couple laps behind me. I did not realize that. That's funny. So, for the people that are joining, especially, so family first, for instance, we're going to be giving this bike away whenever I get it built up and all that fun stuff. So just a heads up on that. We're probably going to do a raffle. I think we're going to do a raffle to give it away. And I think we're going to make the raffle tickets like $5 a piece is what I'm thinking. And all the money that we get from the raffle itself is going to go towards the bike. So that way, however much money we decide to spend on the bike is kind of determined by you guys. And then, I don't know if we're just going to, I think we'll just probably draw from the raffle. And then whoever wins it, wins it. But I want you guys to kind of like pick the parts and stuff. But I've been wanting to do a giveaway, a bike giveaway for a while. So I think it's finally time to do one. We'll weigh these tires as well. The front and rear tires are the same. So we'll do that. Yeah. There we go. Woo. Easy peasy, right guys? I'd settle for some grips. All right, so this is the front wheel. I guess the front, yeah, wheel set. So this is without the tire and the tube itself. Holy cow. So okay, that's wild. The rim itself is only 1.35, oh, sorry. Oh, I'm dumb. That's still in kilograms. Okay, 2.97. That makes way more sense. It's 2.97 pounds. And they are not sealed bearings on these, but with a $400 bike, not to be expected. If you're interested in the, oh gosh, get that out of the way. The tire itself, we'll weigh all this separate because why not? I'm guessing the tire is going to be around 2 pounds. We'll see. 1.97 pounds. So 1.97 for the CST Patrol. Honestly, fun fact, I felt like these tires were pretty stinking good on the trail as well. I really thought, I thought they did great. I had no complaints over them. We'll do the inner tube. I don't think the air weighs much in it, so that was a joke, in case you're wondering. But I did put the premium air in this, so let's see what the tube weighs. So 0.7. We'll go ahead and strip the rear wheel as well. Because maybe we'll put new tires on this. Who knows? But we're kind of wrapping up. Everybody who's just joining now. Oh, gosh. That leg just came right undone. Sorry, guys. Problem with live feeds. It happens. So, we're going to raffle this bad boy off. We're going to have some fun with it whenever we do raffle it off. I just watched, you guys just saw me drop the camera. So I glide feed on that, and then I watch it on my iPad so I can keep track of all like the comments and stuff. And it seems to work pretty good. So sorry about the camera dropping there, guys. I'm guessing this one's going to weigh just a little bit more than the front rim. It shouldn't be too awful much more. Hey, Shuby, make sure you email me, man. Shuby won a $20 gift card so far today, and Jeremy Taylor has won a $20 gift card as well. Jeremy's already emailed me, so Shuby, please make sure you email me. Because you have to email me to be able to get me to, so I can get you the Amazon gift card. Made you guys go for a little ride, didn't I? Some say it's the best ride in the town. I didn't break the other bead last time, so it made it a little bit more difficult to take the wheel off. So that was my bad. Make it a little bit easier, ideally, right? They say work smarter, not harder. That's what they say. There we go. I tell you what, I've owned these Park Tool tire levers with the plastic and then they're metal on the inside. I've owned these for probably like 3 years. I love these tire levers. They are absolutely terrific. Do not use them to put on cush core because you destroy your tubeless rim tape and then your cush core doesn't hold air. I learned that the real bad hard way. So That's a fun fact if anyone cares. So we're gonna, I'm not gonna worry about weighing the tube and stuff this time because it essentially should be the same. It might be a couple grams different than the other ones. I'm only interested in the weight of, oh gosh, there goes stuff in this. It's getting hot, which I knew it was going to. All right, what do we got? Drum roll on the rear wheel. 3.25. So we got 3.25 pounds on the rear wheel. Get the other measurements for people else who care. 52 ounces or 1.475 kilograms. Well, guys, we have essentially accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which was get this poor bike to the frame. We have officially gotten the bike to the frame. I've got a lot of tools to clean up and pick up, so I'm going to do that here in just a minute. Gosh, I've not been to Litchfield. I've only been to Litchfield once, and I absolutely loved. Are they steel? I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are. I might have to check online. Someone else might know. They might be aluminum. I'm not sure on that one, Jeremy. Oh gosh, well, we got the weight of them, so that's good. But, oh man, I'm really starting to sweat, guys. I apologize. So, that was fun. Shuby, make sure you email me. Jeremy, you've already emailed me. Litchfield. I'd like to go to Litchfield again here soon. I've been reached out a couple times to go riding to Litchfield, so hopefully here soon I can ride it again. But, you know, we're going to have some fun with this Kent. If you're just now joining, I've mentioned a couple times, but I don't have a magnet, or I would. That's the problem. I don't have a magnet here at all. That's a very valid point, though, Alex. That's what I was thinking in my head, but I didn't think I had a magnet, and I don't think I do in here. I'm trying to think now. Nope. I don't have magnets in the workshop. That's what I was thinking. Family First says it's aluminum. There, we know. It seems like it's aluminum in my opinion as well, so that's good to know. All right. So we're going to be raffling this bike off after it's done and built. We're going to kind of do slow builds on it. I'm wanting to kind of do how-tos on it whenever I'm installing stuff and whatnot. I might end up skipping the bottom bracket now because Wolftick literally just did a really nice video over a bottom bracket installation. So I might just point you to that instead. And maybe what I'll focus more on is the rear derailleur like adjustment and installing that, and just kind of teaching people how to do that. So yeah, hey Shuby, I've not checked. So if you've emailed me already, terrific. If not, make sure you email me, Shuby. So we're gonna probably raffle this off after it's built. I need to figure out the best way to do raffle tickets. I said potentially eBay. I'm not sure how we want to do that. But I'm going to figure it out, but what we're going to be doing is giving the bike away after it's built. I'm planning on not riding it again, since I did my original ride on it. I just kind of want to do a community build, a fun build, some videos building it up, and whenever it's done, just give it to somebody, is the game plan. So I'm really excited over that, and whenever I do give it away, I definitely want to get footage of the people, whoever wins it, the person, whoever wins it, riding it. So I'm really excited over that, and I think it's going to be a blast. But thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and end the live feed now. And, you know, again, if you're watching this after the live feed, any comments, the questions you have over the bike, please put them down so I can get back to you over them. But next week, I'm planning on doing the Dolomite ALX video because I've not done a Dolomite video for way too long. So, thank you everyone for joining. Take care, and until next time.